What's up, Facebook? Okay, apparently, I don't know what the heck is going on here. This is my, we'll call that my thinking face. We're gonna fix that. How you guys doing tonight? It is another episode of Dan Woodz Live, and while we are trying to fix the video, I will...
Looks like operator error.
See, there you go. I told you guys you were probably going to hear from my lovely wife tonight, and there you go. Operator error. You heard from my lovely wife. I think I've got it fixed, so we're going to go. Oh, look, there it is. Okay. So now that you can see my lovely face.
Run.
Wizard Cow used to have a life. That's okay. You can be a part of our life here on Saturday nights. So tell it like it is, Susan. Yeah, that's what she does best. So, but she can tell everybody. Actually, she already did on Facebook. I scored major husband brownie points tonight for my dinner of steak and lobster tails, and she already told me she loved me and she appreciated it. So there we go. See? And it was even on Facebook, so it makes it real. Anyways, episode 2, Dan Woodz Live. How you guys doing on this Friday night? I said Saturday. It's Friday. My week is all screwed up because it just is. Today, lots of fun stuff happening, including our friends at Wendy's. Yes, the restaurant Wendy's. Home of the spicy chicken sandwich that just quite isn't spicy enough. Anyway, they held their, I believe it was their 4th annual roast day. And if you follow them on Twitter, it's absolutely amazing. It turns out to be a slaughter. Basically, fans of Wendy's Ask Wendy's Twitter page, which, by the way, whoever runs the Twitter page for Wendy's is absolutely genius. But basically, fans go on Twitter and ask Wendy's to roast them. And it always turns out to be epic. And today it was particularly cool because of one, a lot of bands got into it, a lot of rock bands got into it, but one in particular really made me happy, and that was when Loudwire taunted Wendy's and basically begged them to roast them. And Loudwire said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we were too busy reading alternative press." We must have missed your tweet. That was epic because, I mean, Loudwire is Loudwire. They're huge, they're big, they're, you know, they do videos every day and they do all this same stuff that I'm doing now, but they're just much bigger than I am. So it's nice to see them get knocked down a peg and to see alternative press get a little love. That was pretty cool. There were a lot of bands that, like I said, jumped on there. Miss May I jumped on there, Hawthorne Heights. Once they tagged alternative press, a ton of killer bands chimed in to try and get on the roasting. So that was really, really cool. All right. Music news-wise, I am excited because there are a couple of big stories that came out on the internet today. One of which, I'm still not holding my breath. However, we can all be just a little bit excited as Maynard James Keenan pronounces to the world for the first time that he is done recording the vocals for a new Tool album. Now, again, I don't know if I'm actually going to believe this until I have a new Tool album, but he says that he's done recording vocals and the album itself is on to mixing and mastering. Does this mean we get a new Tool album in 2019?
No.
I don't know. Probably not. Even Susan, who's not a Tool fan, understands that this probably isn't going to happen. What probably is going to happen is somebody's going to take a picture of Maynard and he's going to lose his shit and he's going to cancel the whole thing and, well, leave us hanging once again. But here's to hoping this is the first time in many years that he has actually admitted that there is a new Tool album on the way. So Josh, I couldn't agree more. About time. But like I said, I would...
There's Carson.
There's Carson. Trying to sneak in without being seen in the video. All right,
You should have
so
clothes on this time.
you do have clothes on. That is a bonus. All right, so in other music news, this one makes me very happy. The one, the only, the 9 is ready for 2019. Clown declares that he is happier than he's ever been with the state of Slipknot, and that even Corey, despite the fact he's been out on the road non-stop doing his own thing, the Stone Sour thing, his acoustic thing, his book thing, for the last few years, even he is feeling ready to go with the all-new Slipknot. We are supposed to have a new Slipknot album sometime in 2019. Trust me, as soon as I can get my hands on it, I will go with it. I've said it before, the new song that they released, All Out Life, on Halloween is epic. If you haven't seen the video for that, I highly recommend checking it out. Also, make sure that you check out the behind the scenes video where they get a little cheeky with being unmasked in the studio. Doesn't happen very often. Well, in fact, never. So enjoy it while you can. Also, Corey did kind of give us a little tease of a new mask. So really wasn't much. Looked like a couple of metal screws attached to something. We don't know what it is yet, but fine.
So it's like Wizard Cow's beard. It's a couple of metal screws attached to something.
Probably. Wizard Cow says 9,987 years to go before a new Tool album.
So he'll be 5.
By the way, you're becoming dangerously close to actually being on the video.
No, I'll be over here.
Your shoulder's showing. Anyways, as we continue on,
My butt.
I also wanted to talk tattoos. And Josh Phillips actually sent in a picture on the teaser that I had tonight about, I'm assuming it's a tattoo he's got that is pretty freaking awesome. I love tattoos. Just a little bit, if you can see them. One of my favorites is my little penguin. Anyways, the reason I bring this up is because there was a story that came out of Great Falls, Montana this past week where a friend of mine who, well, is pretty awesome. He is one of the few people that understands the true meaning of peace, love, and naked sex. So much so that he has it tattooed on the inside of his arm with my autograph, which was still weird. But either way, he has it tattooed on his arm. He owns a shop in Great Falls, Montana called Falls Inc. Recently, it was discovered that he was a veteran, and some other people decided that they wanted to try and bash him by claiming stolen valor. Now, anybody who knows me knows I have a soft spot for the military, being that I am a military child. My dad's a veteran, my brother's a veteran, I have an uncle who's a veteran, and tons of friends and family that are in the military or are veterans. And you know what? This pisses me off because not only do I know for a fact that this young man is a veteran, he served honorably in the Air Force and even was deployed to Afghanistan, that he had to, well, prove himself. Unfortunately, throughout the years, he ran into some hard times and lost the appropriate paperwork. He was able to talk to the VA and was able to prove without a shadow of a doubt that he is in fact a veteran who is honorably discharged from the United States Air Force. In the meantime, people have still continued to bash his shop that is owned by him and his beautiful fiancée. I'm here to say, knock it the hell off. And I'm also proud to announce that I will be working with them in Great Falls to do some really cool stuff that they have coming up. So if you're a fan of mine and you are looking to get a tattoo and you are a veteran or a member of active duty military, check out Falls Inc. Tattoo in Great Falls, Montana, because they will give you a great discount just for being in the military. Also, if you suffer from post-traumatic stress or other disorders related to being a veteran, do me a favor. Reach out because people do want to help you and will talk to you, including the folks at Falls Inc. Tattoo. There's also some other great organizations out there, including Ride for 22 out of Boise, Idaho, who is aiming to end veteran suicide. This is something that's very near and dear to my heart, And I hope that if you are a military veteran and you are suffering from any of these mental issues and suicidal thoughts, please take the time and find somebody to talk to. Hell, reach out to me. I will make time to talk to you, even if it's just through messages here on the Dan Woodz Facebook page, because I appreciate your service and nobody should go it alone. Also, if you are having suicidal thoughts, please reach out to the National Suicide Hotline and talk to somebody. It does mean that much to all of us. All right, that little part down a little bit. Let's move on. Yeah, Randy requests more Susan. Oh, look, Susan.
Hi, Randy. You can't see me.
Well, it's delayed, honey.
Oh, he will in a minute.
He will in a minute. So, we've got lots of people commenting on the stream tonight. Oh, there she is. Actually, she was 10 seconds ago. I also wanted to talk tattoos in my new backyard, which is Utah. Recently, I discovered a shop on Facebook called Savage Tattoo out of Ogden, Utah. They've been doing some cool things. I've been looking at some of their art on Facebook and trying to find an artist in that shop that I would like to talk to. They've been reaching out to me and have even run some really cool Facebook contests. So first off, kudos to Savage Tattoo in Ogden, Utah for using social media in a positive way. I think it's a really killer idea. I hope you guys check out this video, and I can't wait to come down and see what one of your artists can do to help me complete my goal of being, well, extremely tattooed if it doesn't do anything else but piss off my mom. Pretty sure mom doesn't watch these videos. My dad does, however, because he caught the video of episode 1, and my dad even thinks Dakota rocks. So that's pretty cool. But Savage Tattoo in Ogden, Utah. If you're in the Salt Lake Valley, check them out on Facebook. If you want to make a trip down, I've got a place for you to stay. And we can go get tattooed at Savage Tattoo. I like that idea. Aaron Prisbilla Moody, Little Pixie. We love you bunches too. We hope your boys are doing well and your husband as well. And tell him thank you for his service. He is also a veteran and a pretty kick-ass dude for dealing with her 4'11" ass. Sometimes I really think, Aaron, that the wine bottle is bigger than you are. Just throwing that out there. All right, with that in mind, I came across another new band the other day, and I was really excited to see that they're going out on tour with a band that I absolutely love. The band is In Flames. They're joining the Within Temptation tour that kicks off February 28th and ends March 19th. They do have a stop coming up in Salt Lake City at the Complex on 3/12, and the band that I'm talking about that's joining those two other bands on tour is a band called Smash Into Pieces. They have a brand new song out that's called Superstar and Me, and I checked out the video, and I gotta tell you, it is a little different. It is extremely different, and I liked it. So, check those guys out as well. Smash Into Pieces, getting ready to go out on tour with In Temptation and In Flames coming up the end of February through mid-March. Like I said, they start in Baltimore and end in Los Angeles, so check those guys out on Facebook and see if there's a stop near you. If not, like I said, they're coming to Salt Lake City on the 12th of March, so could be a good time. Thank you, Wizard Cow, the National Suicide Hotline, 1-800-273-8255. It's in the comments. If you need that number, please, again, use it. All right, another thing that I am going to talk about before we get into answering some questions and, well, just generally shooting the shit with you. How about this? Chapter Black out of Boise, Idaho. I told you last week that they had been getting ready for an all-new song, and I had gotten a raw copy of it sent to me by the band and their management. I've got to say, I just heard the all-new mixed and mastered version, and I cannot wait for them to release this song so you guys can get all the kick-ass awesomeness. Now, I do know this. The song is going to debut one of these Sunday nights on exclusive with Randy on 100.3 The X in Boise, Idaho. What day that's going to be? Not 100% sure. You're probably going to have to follow along on the X's Facebook page to find out. Also, check out Chapter Black on Facebook because, again, these guys truly kick ass, and I can't wait to see what 2019 has in store with them. By the way, the new song is awesome, guys. I did love it. Thank you so much for giving me a preview copy of it before anybody else could hear it. I think I even heard it before Randy, which is kind of cool. All right, so it is time once again to, well, take some of your questions. Ooh, one of my...
What? Is this like Stump the Teacher?
Well, it could be, I guess. One of my favorite EDM artists, yes, Mixtress Pendula herself is actually in the comment section right now, and she's like, ooh, new band music. Yes, Jen, there is new band music, and make sure you check it out. Oh, Randy tells me that the new Chapter Black song will debut this Sunday on exclusive. You can check them out at xrock.com, or like I said, check them out on Facebook as well. It's xrock in Boise, Idaho. Zach, we miss you too from Chapter Black. Thanks for joining the show.
I like David better. Make sure you tell him that.
I'm surprised David hasn't chimed in yet. Okay, so it's time to open it up to your guys' questions. If you have anything you want to ask me or talk about, we were talking about tattoos, so make sure you send me your ink. I like seeing what other people have for tattoos, and you never know, maybe we'll try and do some sort of tattoo feature. It was brought to my attention in a different message that I'm not wearing a band t-shirt tonight. You're right, I'm not. I'm wearing my Star Wars t-shirt. However, in an effort to continue with promoting bands, I figured I'd wear my hat from White Noise Owl. It's another band you should probably check out if you haven't already, but I didn't forget about the t-shirt tonight. I'm just wearing a hat instead, which, by the way, I always wear hats because I'm bald as fuck.
Yeah, don't ever take that off again.
I'm just saying. All right, so do we have any questions from anybody tonight as we continue to spend our Friday nights together? I do have to say this before I go off the air tonight. The North Dakota State University Bison playing for a national championship in FCS Division football tomorrow, 10 a.m. Mountain Time in Frisco, Texas. Go Bison, one herd, and yeah, raise the bar. Yes, Carson, do you have a question? No, you're just, okay. This is the downside of doing a live video when you have a child at home. Or a wife who likes to interject things.
I'm funny.
You are funny. Nerd powers rule. Yes, they do, Jen. Thank you so much. By the way, Jen's husband does a little show that I've talked about on here. It's on Facebook Watch. Was it Pick, Flip, and Drive? Where they take these cars that they find literally in the middle of fields of Montana, and they restore them, and then they sell them on Facebook. If I know this first season is already over, but if you haven't checked it out yet, you need to. Again, Pick, Flip, and Drive, the Eli family out of Montana. It's on Facebook Watch. It's really, really cool. All right, Wizard Cow would like to know how I get perspiration stains out of a garment. Well, first off, I don't perspire that much, and I use antiperspirant, so I don't have that problem.
Hey, Wizard Cow, maybe you should get married, and then you don't have to do it yourself.
Oh, there you go. Although, when was the last time you did do my laundry?
I don't.
Okay. Do you think the new Slipknot release is going to carry the same heaviness throughout, or did we get it all in all our life? Actually, Josh, from what I've been hearing out of the 9 camp, is that this is going to probably be one of the heaviest albums they ever done. It also is going to have kind of a theme to it. And to check out more of that, check out Clown's tweets on Twitter and also intothene9.com. Of course, that is their official website, and they always have some really cool behind-the-scenes stuff there. Love Susan's input. That, is, of course, is from Heather Cox. And Wizard Cow says, not going to happen, Susan. Wizard Cow, is that because the mail order bride got stuck in traffic, or did you forget to, like, go dollars to rupees or rupees to dollars, or however that works? I'm not really sure.
He doesn't want to piss off his boyfriend. Heather, I love you too.
You know, I did have a really cool idea that Susan really is kind of apprehensive about doing with me, but maybe we should put it out to you folks and see if you think it's a good idea. I have another friend, his name is Kim Monroe, and he is a big sports fan. His fiance soon-to-be wife, is also becoming a really big sports fan. And of course, anybody who knows Susan knows that she's kind of into sports. She's very knowledgeable, especially when it comes to MMA and hockey and football. But I thought it would be a really cool idea to do kind of a podcast style thing where you have two guys teaching their wives about sports.
You can't teach me anything. I already know everything.
Okay, so just to test my theory, Susan, when it comes to picking NFL teams for like a pick'em contest, how does your logic go?
Never pick the Raiders because they suck.
Okay, so Jason Hilton's going to hate that answer, but it's not that it's not true. And yes, Wizard Cal Scott probably would be pissed off, but even he has a girlfriend at this point, so what's your excuse? What are the other conditions that you use in picking football teams?
It depends on how well their butts look in their uniform.
Okay, so do you see why this would be really funny to do a podcast?
But you can also do it, for instance, if the Vikings are playing the Cowboys. You know a Viking would kill a cowboy.
Well, not this year.
Well, in reality.
So you base it off of their real life personas?
A bear can eat an eagle.
Well, we hope so this weekend.
Okay, see? So?
Okay. Because, the Vikings are out, so NFC all the way. Go Bears. I can't believe I just said that.
Heather's going to love it.
I hope Heather does not see this video. All right. So as we've been on the air now and the comments seem to be dwindling down, what do you guys decide not to ask questions? This is the most quiet it's been since we started doing these videos. I don't understand.
Because it's Friday and they all want to be drinking.
It's Friday and they all want to be drinking. I did think of something else. This is posted somewhere else. I wonder if people are commenting on that side.
What?
Oh, I got your old boss said that my food looked good, so. All right, so as we are wrapping things down on this Friday night, you missed the beginning. The team with the cooler uniform is always a favorite to win.
But it depends on what color it is, because if you don't like orange, the Bears aren't going to...
I was going to say, Josh, what makes a cool uniform, I guess?
Yeah, define cool.
Define cooler uniform.
Because the Raiders do not have a cool uniform. And neither do the Patriots.
The Patriots actually were voted the most hated team in the NFL, I think, for the 10th year in a row today.
That's because they cheat.
That's because they cheat. What do you got, Carson? I know you're just dying. What? Come here. You don't want to be on the video?
At least you have clothes on.
That's true. And a really cool t-shirt. You have nothing to add. Okay.
He's standing there smiling like an idiot.
The colors and the helmet patterns. Okay, Josh, that's just... Yeah, dude, your argument really isn't holding a whole lot of water.
Who is this guy? Where'd you find him at?
He's got a cool tattoo.
That doesn't make him cool.
All right, guys, with that, I'm going to leave you on this Friday night. Don't forget to check out episode 3 coming Tuesday night right here to Dan Woodz Radio Facebook page. I appreciate all of your guys' support, and I look forward to doing more of these videos. This one was a little bit more relaxed, and I think I'm going to stick with this format because it seems to be a bit more fun and also a little bit more me. Now, don't forget, like we talked about earlier, if you are having suicidal thoughts, please don't hesitate to reach out to the National Suicide Hotline, 1-800-273-8255, or just find somebody to talk to. And if you are a veteran who is having those kind of thoughts, reach out to somebody. There are organizations all across the country, the internet. You can even text to talk to somebody now. Or like I said, reach out to me. Send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Find some new music, and don't forget to send it to me at I can talk. Whether it's on this page or through a message, or send me a tweet at Dan Woodz on Twitter. And of course, you can always email me, danwoods@gmail.com. Once again, thanks to Dirtbag Clothing for coming on board. Again, I cannot wait to find out the cool stuff that we're going to do with Dirtbag Clothing. It's all going to benefit you guys and artists that we know and love. So with that in mind, you guys have a great Friday night. Sweet, I get Pixie's got new ink. All right. She sent me a picture in Messenger. All right. We are going to talk new music and more on Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget, the most important things in life are peace, love, and naked sex. I'm out.